Islam is currently the fastest-growing religion in Russia. Many don't know that there are about 25 to 30 million Muslims in Russia, or nearly 20% of all Russians. Outside of Turkey, Russia has the largest Muslim population in Europe. The current situation in Russia is almost no different from that of other Islamic countries. Some media in the world still write Russia as a communist country. In fact, since 1991, the country has been transformed into the Russian Federation, and the ruling party is the United Russia Party. The Russian government guarantees its people to worship according to their respective beliefs. President Yeltsin even banned the Communist Party that year, but was overturned by the Constitutional Court. Orthodox Christianity is still the largest religion in Russia. Interestingly, there is almost no dispute between Islam and Orthodoxy. According to one story, Prince Vladimir, a third-generation descendant of Prince Rurik, the founder of Russia, was indecisive when choosing between Islam or Orthodoxy as the official religion in the 10th century. Prince Vladimir finally chose Orthodoxy because Islam prohibits alcohol. A statue of Vladimir was erected in front of the Kremlin Palace and is considered the founding father of Orthodoxy in Russia.
The history of Islam in Russia is actually much earlier than in Indonesia. According to history, Islam entered the North Caucasus region, now Dagestan, in the 7th century during the Umayyad dynasty. In 737, the Islamic army under the command of General Marwa bin Muhammad took control of the Khazar kingdom, which today includes southern Russia, Dagestan, including Chechnya, Kazakhstan, eastern Ukraine, Azerbaijan, and Georgia. From here, Islam continued to flourish until the Mongol occupation in the 13th century, when one of the Mongol rulers, Uzbek Khan, converted to Islam and made it the state religion. The Mongols colonized Russia for almost 2.5 centuries. At the beginning of the 15th century, several Islamic kingdoms, khanates, emerged in almost all of central Russia, including the Kazan, Crimean, Siberian, Nogay, and Astrakhan kingdoms. Under Tsar Ivan IV, Ivan the Terrible, Kazan and Astrakhan were subdued and became part of the Russian Empire. 3 centuries later, Siberia and Dagestan, which at the time included Chechnya, also fell. Islam began to fade as the Russian Empire recognized Orthodox Christianity as the state religion. All religions in Russia were practically suppressed during the rule of the Soviet Union. However, the relationship between Islam and society continued over time. Referring to Jeffrey Hosking's writing in Russian History, 2012, this awareness emerged from local rulers who began to seize the power to establish a state. However, only one of them succeeded, namely Vladimir the Great, who united them under a new Slavic state called Kievan Rus. Later, Kievan Rus was renamed Rusya, or Modern Russia. When building this state, Vladimir was required to choose a state religion that he and the population could follow. At that time, there were many options, ranging from Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. As written by the RTBH page quoting the ancient chronicle, The Tale of Bygone Years. To formulate this, Vladimir is known to have invited all religious representatives. The aim is to ask for views on the teachings of each religion. From Islam, represented by the Muslim group from Bulgaria, Volva. They explained that the main characteristics of Islam are the prohibition of the practice of drinking alcohol, not having sex outside of marriage, not eating pork, and performing male circumcision. Vladimir, who often did these things, was not happy. According to the chronicle, Vladimir uttered the legendary phrase, "Drinking is the pleasure of all Russians. We cannot live without it." As a result, Vladimir chose Orthodox Christianity as the best official state religion. However, religion is not the only factor. According to Yemelyanova in Russia and Islam, 2002, military factors also played a role. Vladimir believed that by becoming an Orthodox state, Rus could gain Byzantine backing against the Khazars and Bulgarians. This was not possible with Islam as the state religion. However, Islam during Vladimir's Christian era was not abandoned. Vladimir still loved them because they were the backbone of trade. In the end, Islam continued to develop over time, becoming large and surviving until now. Muslims spread thanks to the openness of Putin's ancestors to Islam. They settled not only in modern Russia, but also in the independent countries of the former Soviet Union. These include Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan, all of which are Muslim-majority countries in Central Asia.